I'm in a little bit of a jungle today. It's a little bit of a mishmash of crazy things in here. My bedroom's just a little bit too dark at the moment. Today I'm going to be answering some of your questions that you had on my Brazilian keratin treatment that I had on my hair back in February, though I only just uploaded the vlog that I took about it a week ago because I wasn't sure if I was even going to upload it, but I decided I would. If you'd like to watch the video of me getting my keratin treatment and the before and after footage of my hair, just give this video a little click and then come back to this one. It's supposed to really strengthen your hair. It coats your hair with this keratin protein, permanently straightens it for a long time. Not permanent, but for a good couple of months. Ranges from anywhere from 2 to 6 months, they say. It's especially popular with African American hair or just very curly hair. I wanted to do mine because my hair's always been very frizzy and unruly and very easily tangled because I have a very strange texture of hair. I have thick and fine mixed in, so it's very strange texture. The sun's coming out, sorry. I might have to change the exposure. So I got mine done at a place called V Salon in Bournemouth Triangle. I paid £80 for my keratin treatment. The prices will vary also depending on how long your hair is. The longer your hair is, my hair is pretty long, the more expensive it will be. And it also depends on where you go. It can range anywhere from £60 to £250. So I paid, I guess mine was kind of like a middle range. It is expensive, but it was a birthday gift to myself on my 21st birthday. The whole procedure took 2 hours, but it went by pretty fast. So what was my experience like? I've got to be honest, I wasn't that keen on how it was done because I felt like the woman doing my hair, she was quite young, but I just felt like she didn't really care about my hair very much because you guys know how precious I am about my hair. So after she'd washed my hair, she started brushing it wet. My hair was wet and she started brushing it, and she was brushing it really quite forcefully and quite roughly. You guys know I am so delicate when I brush my hair because I really do have a lot of respect for my hair, and I think everybody should. I never brush my hair wet because it's so bad for your hair, and she was just tugging at my wet hair, and I felt I didn't want to offend her by saying, oh, you know, you shouldn't really brush wet hair because she is a hairdresser and that might offend, you know, her craft, her career as a hairdresser. So I just sort of sat there like making faces in the mirror. I really couldn't help it. I was just like, I don't know if she noticed, but anyway, so that kind of didn't give me a very good feeling, but oh well. So she put the keratin in, and then the keratin is left in as they straighten it. So they say the keratin protects your hair from the heat. Now I don't really believe that anything completely 100% protects your hair when you are straightening it, but I'm sure it helped a little bit. But anyway, so she went through each strand quite a few times. I started counting because I was like, I'm sure you're not meant to go over one strand that many times. I think the most I counted was 13 times she went over one strand, which I don't think was really necessary because my hair's already straight. It just needed, I don't know, maybe that's me just being precious about my hair because I never use heat on my hair. Maybe that's how many times you're meant to do it, but I watched a video where you're only meant to do like 5 to 9 passes through your hair, some woman was saying, so it worried me a little bit. But I've got to say, the end result, it looked absolutely perfect. As you have seen pictures of my hair on my Instagram, go give me a follow if you'd like to see more. The dream hair I've always wanted, and I absolutely adored it. And even though I wasn't so happy with how she treated my hair throughout some of the process, by the end I was so happy because I just loved how it looked. She doesn't wash out the keratin, it's left in your hair when you leave the salon, and you have to leave it in for at least 24 hours, but the longer you leave it, basically the better it will work. You shouldn't wash your hair, you shouldn't put it up, you should just leave it straight how it is for as long as you possibly can. So I think I managed about 2 days because it was for my birthday, so the morning of my birthday I washed it out. So yeah, you can't put hairbands in it or anything whilst the keratin is still in there because otherwise it's going to leave a crimp. So when I went to bed, because I always go to bed with my hair either in a bun or in a braid, all I really did was I just brought all my hair to one side of my head, and then I sort of just tried to sleep on this side so that my hair wasn't getting creased by the pillow. I heard some people also comment that they had the keratin treatment done with sort of short hair and didn't like it because it makes your hair so straight that you do lose a lot of volume. So my hair was literally flat to my head, down like this, like so straight, the straightest you can ever imagine your hair to be. So if you're the sort of person that likes volume and likes styling your hair, it might not be the best thing for you, but it's just a nice change if you're tired of your frizzy hair or if you're tired of your curly hair. Obviously your hair does return to normal again eventually. I'm not sure how long it lasts on different types of hair or different types of curls. So another question, is it damaging? Well, they say that it's not damaging at all. They say that it's healthy for your hair and it makes your split ends go away. I've got to be honest, I don't actually think it is the best thing for your hair if you're doing it quite often. I think every now and then it's good to strengthen your hair, but overly strengthening your hair can sometimes actually dry it out and make it more breakable. So the woman was saying, oh yeah, it will totally make all your like split ends, like you won't be able to see them, but I could still see them after my treatment, you know, and in fact I felt like I had more. Now I don't know if that's because my hair was now bone straight that it was just easier to see them, or if it had created more, but the keratin treatment is supposed to seal each strand of hair, so you shouldn't really have split ends, but I still did. So I don't know, maybe my hair is just super dead at the ends. Another question, how long does it last? So like I said at the beginning, keratin treatments can last anywhere from 2 to 6 months. I was really hoping it would last 6 months, and that's why I thought it was worth paying £80, because if it's going to last you that amount of time, you know, it's kind of worth it to have like a good hair day every day for 6 months. For me, I would say my hair sort of returned back to normal by about 2 months, and that's not so bad. I'd say it stayed completely bone straight for maybe a month, and then it was kind of by the end of April it was more back to how it was before. Though I will say it seems to be a lot less frizzy and a lot sleeker than it was like before. So it's not completely how it was before. It's actually a lot nicer. I have just done an oil treatment on my hair, so it's really soft today. So it's been 5 months, and I'd say that my hair is actually not as bad as it was before. It's not as frizzy, it's not as dry, and I have more good hair days than bad hair days now. I don't know if that's because some of the keratin is still in there, the coating hasn't completely worn off yet. Some days I look at my ends and they seem quite straight, and I'm like, oh, you know, maybe the keratin is still in there, I don't know. But yeah, so I'd say it was worth it, and I am glad I did it. Would I do it again? Yes, but not so soon, because like I said, I do feel like in a strange way, although it's supposed to be better for your hair, I do feel in a strange way that it did damage my hair a little bit because of the heat. And yes, I know I'm a big healthy hair junkie and I hate using heat on my hair, but so I did really like the results. I found it very enjoyable to have this pin straight hair, but if I do it again, it will probably be maybe next year. I did ask if you can still curl it and style it, even if it's permanently straightened, and she said you can. I chose not to, but I did find that if I did use an overnight heatless curling method, it doesn't really stay in my hair. My hair doesn't stay curled as well as it used to before. By the end of the day, my hair is pretty much straight again. I think it does affect if you want to style your hair or curl it in any way. But then again, I was using heatless methods, which are known to not be as strong as using a curling wand. I think there's also a few versions of keratin treatment where you don't get the straightening done, so it's just the keratin treatment, which I might look into. And then there's a version where you get a Brazilian blowout, where they blow dry your hair instead of straighten it. So yeah, there's a few different varieties of treatments you can get, which I'm sure I will look into. I think that's all of the questions I sort of got about it. If you're thinking of getting one, I definitely recommend doing a little bit more research and watching more videos of people's experience before you get it done, but I really did enjoy having it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked it, like it. If you'd like to see more from me, do subscribe for more videos. You can follow me and catch up with me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter. I have all of those bad boys. They will be down in the description as well. And if you'd like to shop my closet, I do sell a lot of my old clothes and shoes and belongings on my Depop. Go give me a follow on there if you'd like to have a little look. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.